Hi, I'm Elena, a nutritionist with a passion for healthy gut and hormones. Through personal experience, it has become my life's purpose to help others shine their light through wellness. I want to help you evade burnout, revitalize your energy, boost your mood, and help you achieve your weight and wellness goals so that you are your best self with loved ones and enjoying life to the full. The best part? By supporting the women of today shine their light through wellness, I contribute to the education of children in vulnerable communities. With a new world of technology enabling work and personal life integration even more, there has never been a better time where conscious effort and prioritization of our wellness has been this important. That's why I'm dedicated to help you transform your gut and wellness. With dedication and a can-do attitude, anything is possible. So let's dive in. A big confession from me. I used to be against challenges, so health and wellness challenges, as they are usually really intense for a period of time, which is great because you get the results. But then the intensity is unrealistic and unsustainable to maintain in the long term, right? So knowing that quite a few of you have the similar questions around, is a challenge really worth it? Should I join it? It's unrealistic. In this podcast, I wanted to uncover, do health and wellness challenges really work in the long term? Now, after trialing a few challenges through personal experience, I did realize that when a challenge is designed in a way that builds on healthy habits, a challenge can be a booster to get into the swing of wellness. Now, I have reflected on and identified 6 ways that I think a challenge can actually be quite beneficial. So the first is with goal setting and focus. A challenge is for a defined period of time, right? So it provides a specific time frame and clear goals. It's a defined period in which we can concentrate our efforts on adopting and reinforcing healthy habits. Plus, having a well-defined challenge helps us to stay focused on our objectives, making it easy to track our progress and measure our success. Now, the second reflection is that it helps establish routines. Now, research does suggest that it takes between 21 to 66 days to form a new habit, depending on the complexity of that habit, that is. So something like a 5 to 6 week challenge falls within this time frame and would be a good duration. By consistently practicing healthy behaviors during the challenge, we can actually transition them into daily routines more effectively. Now, the third reflection is that it builds confidence. Achieving milestones and completing a challenge can actually boost our self-confidence and self-efficacy. So success in adopting healthy habits during this time actually reinforces our belief in our ability to make positive wellness changes. The fourth is accountability and support. Now, we are communal beings, right? So most challenges are conducted in group settings or with support from a coach or community. This accountability and social support can actually motivate us to stay on track and make healthy choices. And knowing that others are participating in the challenge can create a sense of camaraderie and encouragement. Now, the fifth is learning and self-discovery. This is one of my favorites because challenges are actually an opportunity to experiment with various healthy habits and discover what works best for us individually. We can learn about what our preferences are, where our strengths are, and areas that we may need further support in. The self-discovery is actually quite valuable for long-term health management as it allows us to tailor our wellness approach to our individual support. Now, finally, the sixth, you may encounter obstacles and setbacks, right, during the challenge. So learning to overcome these challenges is an essential part of the process. It equips us with the problem-solving skills that we need to apply for future endeavours. Now, overall, while challenges have a set duration, the habits that we cultivate and the lessons that we learn can extend beyond the defined period of the time. So, for example, beyond the 5 or 6 weeks. Of course, this is based on and dependent on our own endeavours. Now, the goal is to make sustainable, long-lasting changes that continue to benefit our health and well-being. And one of the best parts, and something that we often miss, is that the completion of a challenge should include a celebration of the achievement, right? So no matter how big or small of the challenge, acknowledge the progress that we've made. It can be actually quite motivational to continue the journey beyond the change. Now, although it is for a defined set period of time, there are many benefits that can come out of a challenge. Of course, it is dependent on how we address it beyond the challenge, but I do think that if we're fully focused on the objective and put in all our efforts to ensure that we gain the self-awareness, the self-knowledge, we are actually in a much better place than when we first started the challenge. Now, in saying that, after the challenge ends, it is effective to think about the transition into our wellness lifestyle and what habits we may want to sustain. So that self-reflection component is actually quite critical. Now, overall, contrary to what I used to believe, challenges can be a powerful tool for jumpstarting healthy habits and lifestyle changes. They do provide structure, motivation, and a supportive environment for adopting sustainable behaviors that contribute to our overall well-being. Now, I do have this current Energy Booster Challenge that runs for 5 weeks. It is a one-time discounted offer. It has a nutrition plan in there, a weekly focus on different topics that will have you leaving the challenge with a balanced energy by the end of the 5 weeks. Check out my offer on Instagram or message me on WhatsApp for more details, and the link is in the description of this episode, and I look forward to hearing from you all. I hope you have a nutritious and wellness week. Thank you for taking the time and tuning in to today's podcast episode. To get a notification for when the next episode is available, hit subscribe. I hope you all have a healthy gut and wellness week.